Mother Nature gave us a little late start to the open round of the 2024 Masters on this Thursday, but we did play quite a bit of golf, and the Patriots saw some really good golf despite the conditions. Joined by Andy North, I'm Michael Lees, and we got about a half inch of rain overnight. The wind was blowing all day long, but despite those conditions, Andy, we saw some really good scores.
Absolutely. In those conditions, 20-mile-an-hour winds, maybe gusting to 30, swirling in these tall pine trees. We saw a 65 and a 66, 31 players under par. Now, some of them are still on the golf course, but overall, unbelievable playing on a very, very tough day.
And one of the players that posted one of those low scores is the world #1, Scotty Scheffler. Got a couple of wins here in 24 coming in, and this shot on 12 was just indicative of how well he played.
And this is really a difficult bunker shot. It doesn't look like that. If you land it in the fringe, it sticks and doesn't go anywhere. You land it up another yard or two, and it runs 15 feet by. You don't expect to hold it, but that was awesome. And then on the par 5, 13th, you got a second shot a little bit to the right. Got very fortunate. It hung up on the bank. Almost have an eagle pitch in, easy up and in. And this is maybe as good a shot as he hit all day. Hits it right at the hole. We see so many players bail out to the right a little bit, use the slope to get it close. He's swinging so well, he takes it right at it. Never left the flagstick.
And he shoots a smooth 6 under 66, and he is one shot off the lead. Rory McIlroy said these are some of the windier conditions he's seen here in about maybe 6 or 7 years, but he's 1 under par.
And there's no hole that exemplifies that more than this short par 3. It swirls in this area. We saw players over in the pine straw, short in the bunker of the water. This is one of the better shots, setting up a great birdie opportunity.
And he steps up, he makes the putt. This is the first time he shot a round under par in the opening round of the Masters in 6 years. But he was even par on the par 5, which is uncharacteristic of Rory McIlroy. Jon Rahm, the defending champion here, 1 over par in his opening round.
He had a little bit of everything. A lot of birdies, a lot of bogeys. Wasn't exceptionally sharp, but I think he was fooled by the wind multiple times, and he didn't hold a whole lot of putts.
More on Jon Rahm a little bit later, what he did after posting that 1 over 73. But the round of the day belonged to Bryson DeChambeu. Got out a little bit earlier than some of the other players we just saw, and he just took advantage of all the scoring opportunities that he saw.
And he hit a ton of good shots, hit 15 out of 18 greens, and if you do that on Augusta National on a day when the wind blew like today, really, really great playing. Here he uses the slope at the 16th hole, rolls it down to close to the hole for birdie.
Not just the lowest score he's ever posted at the Masters, but also the lowest score to par in any round of his major career. And here at 17th, this was a tremendous birdie.
And this is a really difficult hole location to make any putts. There's a lot of slope around that. It's hard to judge the speed. He just wheels it right in the middle. 5 birdies his last 7 holes to finish the round off.
So a nice 65 for Bryson DeChambeu. He has a 1-shot lead as it stands right now. And as Andy North said earlier, still some players on the golf course to finish their opening round. You'll see first round coverage resuming 7:45 Eastern on ESPN in the morning. As for the guys who finished their rounds and sitting at the top of the leaderboard, Bryson DeChambeu, Scotty Scheffler, what they said afterwards based on how they played here today.
Well, it's always great getting off to a hot start. 3 under, your first 3 holes kind of get you settled. I knew it was going to be a tough day today with the wind and even tomorrow. So a lot of patience is required around this golf course, and making sure you're just stroking it on your line, putting it good, hitting good iron shots, and driving it well. I mean, in order to win major championships, you've got to, especially out here, you've got to do everything well.
It's always nice getting around here bogey-free. I did a good job of staying patient today. We kept the golf course in front of us, and I executed some really nice up and downs to keep the round going. Yeah, it was a pretty solid day.
Scheffler's first career bogey-free round here at the Masters as well. What does he do? And he goes to the practice area right after.
Well, he made a lot of really good swings. Rory doing exactly the same thing, trying to just fine-tune what was going well today. Rahm with a little longer practice and trying to work out some of the kinks.
Yeah, he's got to work out some things, but he was motivated after that 1 over 73. A little bit later on SportsCenter, Tiger Woods, one of the players who was not able to complete his first round on Thursday, but it got off to a really good start. More on that when we return. SportsCenter here at the Masters.
Tiger would take something in the 60s.
Yeah, he would.
Woods at the Masters, always interesting. He's 1 under, but his round is not over. 13 holes today means 23 tomorrow. We're back to Augusta and Michael Eaves.
Opening round of the 88th edition of the Masters got underway Thursday. The complete round was not finished due to darkness. Patrons leaving the grounds under dark shadows, but saw some pretty good golf, and they'll be back early on Friday morning. Michael Lee's back with Andy North, and so much attention to Tiger Woods because last time we saw him here, he limped off the course, withdrew Saturday morning. Ankle was hurting. He got surgery on it. We saw him one time in 2024. He withdrew from that one, but he walked to the first tee with a little bit of swagger in those shoulders and those hips, Andy.
Yeah, he looked like he was really ready to go. Hit a beautiful little cut 3-wood off the first hole in this gorgeous iron shot. Perfect distance. It's got it just past the hole in a nice little flat spot. Really a nice way to get the day started. And what does he do? He rolls that one in exactly as he drew it up on this chalkboard in the locker room before he went on the field.
First time he's birdied the opening hole of his opening round here at the Masters since 1999. So that was some really good momentum. Let's go to the par 4-7.
Yeah, hit it in the left-hand trees, and as all the players that hit it there, there's only one thing you do. You play a low hook, try to run it up between the two big front bunkers. If it gets in the bunker, no big deal. Beautifully played bunker shot. And this might be as nice a pitch shot he's hit in ages. This is at 11. Very, very dangerous. Water just to the left. Super spin it, tap in. He's pretty proud of that walking into the 12th tee.
And then the par 3 12th, he thought he hit a really good shot, ended up going over the green into the pine straw.
And you've got to be so careful in the pine straw. It's a very dangerous shot. You can scoot it right through the green very easily. Left himself a 6-foot putt. But as he did all day long, I was quite concerned coming in this week how good his short game was going to be. He rolled it in here beautifully, got it up and in 5 of the 6 greens he missed.
So Tiger 1 under through 13 holes. He has 5 holes remaining to finish up his first round on Friday morning, and then his second round will begin shortly thereafter. A little context of what we saw from his play on Thursday. Hit 7 fairways, 7 greens in 13 holes. He's played both fairly, I mean, those are middle of the pack numbers in terms of percentage, but look what he did on the greens. He did not make a putt outside 10 feet, but he was perfect 13 for 13 inside that number, one of just 5 players in the field without a miss from 10 feet and in. After his round, he spoke briefly to the media and was asked about his body. He said, it's there, and there's quite a bit of work that has to be done starting tonight. So with that said, from the time he leaves the golf course to the time we see him finish up 5 holes plus 18, what is Tiger Woods going through?
Well, basically, he's going to be right now in the process of getting all kinds of rehab. He's going to try to get a little bit of sleep. I'm guessing if he's lucky, he gets 3 hours of sleep. He'll be back up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do the treatments before he comes to the golf course. He's going to be in the practice tee somewhere between 6:30 and 6:45 in the morning. Then he tees off at 7:50. Then he finished that round. Hopefully gets done about 9:15 or so. He'll have 1 hour to get ready for the second round.
Is that a good time or no?
I think he'd like to have it just a little bit shorter so he doesn't lock up at all. So I'm sure he'll hit some more balls and try to stay really loose and go out there and try to play a great second day.
I'm going to put you in the mind of Tiger Woods. You've known him for a long time. How do you think he feels about the way he played, despite everything he faced?
I think probably he's pretty pleased. I think we saw some smiles after he hit some shots. He made a lot of really good swings. The greens he missed, a bunch of them were really good shots that the wind didn't take it or took it too much. So all in all, I think he's probably positive of what's going to happen.
I thought maybe one of the best things we saw from Tiger Woods was simply his walk. He walked with confidence, and it didn't seem like he was laboring in any regard whatsoever, and we haven't seen much of that from Tiger in a while. Again, first round coverage resumes 7:45 on ESPN. Second round coverage, 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific on ESPN. Tiger Woods 1 under through his first 13 holes.